Hello, I'm Pauline Lee from Denmark UPF. Since May 2021, I attended weekly Bible reading with missionary Jihye Kim, Elina Kim, and other European second gens. Before these meetings, I only read the Bible during Bible study at my own chapter. I didn't read the Bible on my own, both because I didn't have a genuine interest in the gospel, and also because I didn't know how I should read it by myself. Through Bible reading in Korean and English, I could regularly read the Bible twice a week, and I could grow in my personal faith by reflecting on and obeying the gospel. In 2021, my biggest prayer topic was finishing my master's thesis. I knew that it would be difficult because I lack in wisdom, endurance, and power. I was blessed with many prayers by our Bible reading members, and the beginning of my writing process went smooth because I was full of spirit. A month before the submission date, however, I realized that my thesis didn't have a clear structure, that the thesis lacked many elements, and I didn't have enough time to fix this before the submission date. I wanted to give up and postpone my submission with 3 months in order to submit a well-written thesis. My heart was full of fear and anxiety, and I could not fall asleep. But in that moment, I remembered the word I had received during Bible reading, and I took my Bible and read it again. So Philippians chapter 4, verse 6 to 7 say, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." I prayed to God to give me peace and powers to submit my thesis due time for His glory and not to postpone the submission because of my own pride and self-righteousness. I humbly accepted that I am lacking in wisdom and powers, and that both this thesis and all other things in my life are all in the hands of God. I earnestly prayed for wisdom and guidance, and after praying, God immediately gave me a clear direction and guidance to what I should do. I could make full use of the month I had left, and God was with me during all ups and downs until the submission and also during my defense exam. God granted me a high grade for my thesis, and thus I graduated this January, and I will start working from mid-February. I could experience the life-giving powers of the Word, which I only knew in theory, because I continuously read the Bible and prayed to God. I'm amazed at how the Bible gives strength, peace, and joy, and I'm grateful that God is allowing this grace in my life when I believe. Since May 2021, I have only missed out on Bible reading once, and that was because I was sick. I have both studies and part-time work, but in faith I made it a priority to join every time, even the day before my exams, because I believed that God would be pleased with my decision of faith, and because I believe that the Word gives me absolute strength and life.
Amen.
I recommend joining Bible readings for those who are praying for deeper relationship with the Word, but who find it difficult to do it alone. At first, it may sound burdensome to attend every week at the same time, but having such regular meetings reminded me to always depend on God's Word, no matter how busy I get due to studies or work. I would say that Bible reading is an easy and enjoyable way to grow in personal faith and to sustain your faith. And I am encouraged to start Bible reading here in Denmark with other students as well.
Hi, my name is Sohn, and I'm from Israel, and I attend Bible reading group every week. Through the Bible reading sessions, I could see that no matter when and where, God's words are alive and active, because there was always one verse or two that taught me something, or corrected me, or guided me. This year was my first year of the university, and with the new beginnings came with it many new challenges. At first, I started with much confidence and wanted to glorify God with high grades, but it wasn't easy, and my hard-working strengths and knowledge failed me. My heart was burdened, and I felt trapped. But as I as I turned to read the Bible again, I came across a verse from Romans that we all read it together in the Bible reading group. It was Romans 15, verse 9, that the Gentiles might glorify God for his mercy, as it is written. Therefore, I will praise you among the Gentiles. I will sing the praise of your name. There was no mention of high grades or hard working or success to glorify God. So I searched a little more the Bible and came to understand again what really glorifies God. And that is to praise his name and to give thanks to him. As it is written in Psalms 69:30, I will praise God's name in songs and glorify him with thanksgiving. I saw that I was actually praising my own name, trying to earn the high grades again and respect, and not to glorify God's name, but mine. So then I turned and I decided again to give thanks to God and to give thanks to him always and not based on my high grades in every result, and to put my focus in God's promises and directions and not mine. Then I felt much peace and strength to start over again, and with new difference and new point of view and different goals. I finished my exam with much blessing, and I could grow more in faith of knowing God. So I hope that you can also find always God's words, encouragement in your hard times, even when our strengths fail and our directions are not clear. I found it the best way to find new strengths and new directions and to find my real goal in God's words. And it's always made me, again, strengthful and to know him better. And I felt that having these groups made me realize how much it's important to know God, because even though I had so many trials and so many challenges, I think the main point in our lives is to know God better and personally. So I hope that you guys can also have these kinds of groups and to learn more about God, about your personal God. Thank you.
Yes, hello, my name is Elina Kim, and I am a bachelor student majoring in biology. And I joined this Bible reading sessions last year because I wanted to do something which could bring me closer to God and His Word. So at first, I thought it was a little a waste of time reading the Bible like this. But then I actually was looking forward to those Bible reading sessions. For the biggest reason for this was because I love what I love most about those reading sessions are finding verses, is exchanging verses which touched our hearts and explaining why those verses touched our hearts. And by finding those verses, I slowly began to learn more about myself and about God Himself. Like, I was having a very hard time because it was my third exam, and if I fail the third exam again, I couldn't do the biology major anymore. So I was like very afraid and very scared and not depending on God. And God was like, through the Bible reading sessions, you are not depending on me right now, and you should pray to me. I am here for you. I still love you, even though you are not praying to me. And yeah, like this, I became to be depend on God, learn new sides of myself too. And yeah, I pray to God and went out victorious after the third exam. And like that, I believe that I did grow a little bit in spirit, and those weekly reading sessions are keeping me spiritually awake, so that I never became even think about becoming independent of God. So Yeah, I really recommend those Bible reading sessions. You don't need to join us, but you can do it also in your chapters, and one or two people or more, and so that you can find exchange words which touch your heart, and also learn more about yourself and about God, what God wants from you.
Hello, I am Jihye, and I'm from Portugal, UBF. I joined YGC in July 2021 by my sister's invitation. I was intrigued by the concept of these meetings because she said that they read the Bible together, and I had never been on a meeting of just reading the Bible. In fact, I read the Bible only during Sunday worship service or during Bible study, so I was very interested and agreed to join. At first, it felt burdensome to participate every week and spend about 1 hour on this meeting. At times, I felt tired. Other times, I had studying to do, but I participated anyways and ended up enjoying these meetings. I also enjoyed the company of other second gens, and their lives of faith and dedication were very inspiring to me. So I continued attending, and every time God gave me a word that challenged me, encouraged me, or helped me repent. Through this, God showed me that His word is indeed alive and gives life. I was so surprised at how this apparently simple meeting where we just read the Bible could have such a big impact on my faith and my day-to-day life. So I accepted missionary Elina Kim's challenge and started a Bible reading meeting on my chapter as well. Since September of 2021, I have been leading this meeting on Portugal UBF from Monday to Thursday every week. At first, many attended, but as weeks went by, we were fewer and fewer. I felt discouraged and started doubting myself. I wasn't so sure anymore if it was all worth my time and effort. So God reminded me why I had started in the first place and rebuked my heart. He gave me strength to keep doing these meetings and disciplined me to commit to them and humbly serve them. We started on Genesis and now we are on the book of Psalms. Every meeting has been a joy, even if sometimes I only read with one person. God blessed my small decision of faith and helped me grow in a deeper relationship with Him. So whether in YGC or in my chapter, I have been blessed by God's word every day, not just on Sundays or during Bible study, but as part of my daily life. I strongly recommend this meeting to anyone who wants to grow closer to God, because it is a set time, it helps you commit to it, and it becomes part of your routine or schedule. And because you do it with other people, it can be more fun than reading alone. So it is a great way to incorporate the Word of God in your daily life.
Hello, I'm Samuel Wu, a second gen from Greece. So I've always had as a prayer topic to read the Bible regularly in my everyday life. Many times I failed due to many reasons, such as things that I wanted to do, things I had to do, and my laziness. I realized that I didn't have passion in reading and examining God's word, and neither did I feel its necessity in my life. However, after joining this Bible reading session, I could deeply thank God for this good opportunity to read the gospel with other second gens. This Bible reading was a refreshing point for my every week, along with the Sunday worship services, just because God's word was involved. I realized how powerful His word is through the testimonies some second gens shared through this session, as well as in my daily life. His word encouraged me when I was weak, guided me when I lost my way, and helped me ask the one who holds all for anything I needed. These sessions became a motivation for me to further search God through reading the Bible personally in my life. I was thankful for God that led me to this place and gave me strength through His word in every occasion. Reading the Gospels reminded me how many things God had done and how many things He can do to me. So I was greatly moved to pray for anything I needed. I recommend anyone join this Bible reading session, anyone who needs motivation, who is searching for God personally, or even anyone who needs courage, as we can share our daily prayer topics, our anxieties, our problems, and deepen our relationship with God. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Suzy Lee, and I am a second gen from Greece. I joined this Bible reading session last year in October because I realized that I didn't read the Bible regularly in the previous semesters during the lockdown. I also wanted in this new semester to get closer to God and strengthen my relationship with Him, so I joined in. At first, I thought it was really tiring to join these sessions and read the Bible every week because my studies had become really harder and my homeworks had increased. I was also worried for my speaking and reading skills in English because I hadn't practiced them in a while. However, after joining these sessions and reading the Bible with the other second gens for those last few months, I'm really thankful to God for giving me this chance last year. Reading the Bible was interesting because even if I had already read those verses in the past, when I read them again and shared them with the other second gens, God always gave me a new word through them that encouraged me in my life as a student, but also as a second gen. By reading the gospel, God reminded me of how He had helped me during the previous semesters and how He would guide me in the future. He gave me strength when I was tired and encouraged me to continue this path as a student before and after I got in the university, and made me realize for one more time His love towards me. By reading the gospel, God also encouraged me to preach the gospel to my friends and showed me what should I do so I can become the salt and the light among them and reveal His grace. So I would really like to recommend you joining these Bible reading sessions, or at least read the Bible regularly, because I'm sure that when we are facing some problems, God will help us and encourage us through His gospel. Amen.
Hello, my name is David Shin. I'm second generation missionary in Czech Republic, Prague. And since May 2021, last year, I've joined YGC Bible reading sessions every Tuesdays. And it has been a great help for me to be spiritually awake and to overcome my difficulties regarding my master studies. While I was busy working and raising my two children, Paul and Esther, as you can hear, I reckon that Bible reading is very beneficial to everyone to be spiritually awake. Also, during this COVID pandemic, if you have internet connection, you can join. It's not forcing anyone to join every week. You don't have to prepare any questions. It's just about joining per Zoom by faith. And it has shown that it was a great blessing for me, because every week I could be spiritually more alert and have a good fellowship with other younger European second gens, and having graceful time reading the Bible. And currently I'm having another group in Czech Republic, a group of 5 people, and we finished last week Mark's Gospel, and we continue reading Luke's Gospel. So if anyone is interested in Bible reading, please join this session.
I am really grateful for this Bible reading sessions we have with missionary Elina Kim and missionary Lydia Kim as well. It was until now a great blessing. We did it for, I think, a little bit more than 6 months now. I'm not sure, but a little bit more than that. And it was, even though it was online, quite enriching, because in many ways we were gathered to really read the Bible actively in a group together. And this made everything so much more interactive and interesting because you're not the only one reading the Bible passage itself. You have others with who you can pray for, and you can listen to prayer topics. So these sessions and these meetings really encourage one another, and especially for the second generation UBF, I think it is a really great opportunity to grow also in the Word of God and to actively dig into the Word of God as well. So instead of keeping it, once a month, once a week, or twice a week to a Bible study, it's really even more, and it's just still thirst of reading the Bible more and more, so that everybody has this feeling to getting Jesus to know better, to know Him better, and God. So even though sometimes our group meetings can be in English or in Korean, I would encourage everyone who wants to grow also in their language, and maybe to challenge themselves. That's also character growth, that's personality growth, to challenge themselves, and to also, if they're not shy, to actively use this platform, because all the people here are just so precious and so lovable in many ways, because they are just filled with God and the Holy Spirit, and this is just amazing. So I hope that you all are really interested in that, and I hope this will be a great enrichment for you guys.
Well, my motivation to join this Bible reading session was because I felt before that I didn't really have a personal relationship with the gospel. I have, because I'm a second gen, I know theoretically most of the Bible, and maybe more than once also have studied together with my parents, but I had the desire to know the Bible more personally, and through these Bible reading sessions, we read the Bible a lot. We read 4 to 5 chapters. Some people read it once a week. I do it twice a week. And first of all, you really get to know the Bible a lot more, because you get the whole perspective of where these passages are in connection to another. So you get the contextual understanding of the Bible. And also because we share which verse we found most to be graceful, we get our own key verses each time, which fits your daily struggle. So you can honestly pray for each other, and also reflect on why this passage was important to me. Maybe it's because I was struggling with something spiritual, but I wasn't realizing it. So it helps you get a more spiritual perspective of your life, and it makes the Bible more relevant for you. So it's not just I have to join all these meetings just because my parents are telling me to, or because I feel like I have to, but because the Bible is actually helping me with my life and helping me to grow, both personally, but most of all spiritually. So if you have a desire to grow in your faith, I would recommend joining. And as it was mentioned, we are young people who are together sharing our thoughts and our prayer topics, but still it's also led by missionaries who have a lot of experience with faith, their own spiritual life, so they can help you and share experiences with you as well. So it's both joyful and encouraging in many ways.